Hello, everybody. It's me, Terralisa, the other half of Sassy T. Welcome to the show today. I know we've been missing in action. It's been partly on my end. I had some internet problems, but hey, I hope y'all can hear me. Get on the line. Let us know if you can hear us. How you doing today, Stephanie?
I'm good. I'm here.
All right.
The hostess with the mostest.
All right. So, today, did you write down? I didn't write it down because of the phone
Yeah.
situation, but all right, let's get it started.
Well, today we're going to just open up the topic about.
I hear y'all. Y'all can be heard.
Oh, we can?
Okay.
All right. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you.
Wow. Wow.
Now, let me repeat that. For those who are just chiming in, welcome to the Sassy T at 6. And I'm going to give a shout out to James Mayfield the second, the greatest, and Larry Lott and Grundy George Grundy for allowing us to have this opportunity to get good subjects out here that need to be talked about and should be talked about.
Amen.
And amen. And today's subject is today, don't be no fool when love don't really love
Love
you.
you. Mm.
And I'm
Well, I'm gonna
talking
tell you.
about
Mm.
family,
That yes.
relationships,
Hmm.
friendships, situationship, and what's the other one, Terry Lisa?
A thing relationship. And what's that favorite word? I like what you say. Cause of what?
I don't give a damn.
Hey, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Every Tina Turner had a song called "I'm Just a Fool in Love," right? And we're talking about don't be a fool when love don't really love you. And all of us victim of it, right?
A
Man,
lot of us.
a lot of us. But everybody afraid to talk about it though, right? Nobody
Absolutely.
want to
And
talk about it. Nobody want to talk about it.
and that's a good one, Terry Lisa, with Tina Turner and Ike. That was a prime example of that. Did he
Hmm.
really love her, or was it a control type of situation, or was he, my favorite word, a narcissist, or what?
And he was having all kinds of thingulations.
Dangalations, yes.
Definition: you doing this thing with that thing doing something with another thing, and each of y'all thinging each other. That's a thingulation.
That's a
Remember
thingulation.
that. That's a thingulation. But yeah, I just want to add to that and say that sometimes we're victimized by because you get blindsided where you think you are in love or you think that they love you because of what they quote unquote buy you or give you. But you can't buy love. It's something that's a bond that you share together with someone. Wouldn't you think so, Stephanie? When you say that that's
A-
a better definition of
abso-
loving somebody?
absolutely. And I think old love, it's that saying of new money and old money. I think the old love, the version of the old love versus the version of the new love is totally different now. That the
Mm-hmm.
new love is about, oh, what he can do for me or what she can do for me, will he love me, and then it becomes a sexual, intimate, emotional thing. Where the
Mm-hmm.
old love, I felt like old love used to be love back then, where the
Mm-hmm.
where the households was being taken care of by the man, the wives was taking care of the kids, the family, and they went through things and down through there without giving up.
They was taken through there, girl.
They was
Taken through
taking
there. You know,
absolutely
yep. And I feel that a lot of times when people engage, okay, let's just say this. When you really give your all to somebody and you just assuming that they're giving their all to you, you go above and beyond to show them I really care. But when you don't get that feedback, would you say that that's technically a red flag right then and there? I'm trying to find a charger base, girl. My phone about to die.
Oh, okay, okay, go ahead.
That's why I'm no, I'm
Um,
good. Go ahead. I'm just walking around. Wouldn't
okay,
you think that that's a red flag?
repeat that again. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Repeat that again. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I said that. Don't you think that if you love somebody and you give them your all, and then you going above and beyond to give them your all, and then you find out that you ain't getting that same back? I said, don't you feel that that's kind of like of a red flag? Girl, these kids ain't got me a
Oh,
charger phone.
oh, oh, absolutely. But
Give me a block.
we miss it all the time too. I mean, because
Mm-hmm.
it's absolutely a red flag, and I know a lot of us as women and men too, we sometimes miss that red flag
Mm-hmm.
because we'll go into it thinking that we're gonna be friends, or she might say, okay, well, I'm cool with, just being friends, but then you start catching feelings and emotions and such, and now you wondering, once the friendship then went down through there, do this person really love me, because of the things that I might be doing for them or what they might be doing for me?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it a heartfelt, like if you got sick, is that person going to be
Right.
with you if you get sick? If you go through a financial hardship, is that person going to be down with you and not want to leave you because you going through a financial hard time? That's when if true love really exists, is when the
Exactly.
hard times really start to set in. And then that's not
Mm-hmm.
even just for a relationship. I think that's for family. Is family really family, or do family really have the love for individuals when it comes down for support? When it comes down to, if I really need a family member, do you love me enough as your family, as your cousin, your niece, your daughter, whatever, love me enough to help me through this?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you
I
know
think that I think that a lot of people overlook that in life. They overlook it because they'd rather suffer and go through something just to say I got somebody than to like really look at it and analyze it for what it is.
hmm
That's what I think. That's exactly what I believe.
Oh, that is so true, because I was having a conversation about marriage, right? Some people
Mhm,
might want to get married just for the sake of being married,
mhm,
or be in a relationship, a female with a man, just for the sake of saying that they have a man.
mhm.
But when the shit hit the fan, is that really your man? When you really need this man, or this man need this woman, is that really your woman? Or did she just dodge you? Did she just take off from you? Or did they just leave you for gutter?
Oh man, leaving
After
for
you done
gutter.
put
That's
all
crazy.
your feelings and all your emotions into it, after they done took you down through there, you
Mhm.
didn't sacrifice. Now let we not even gonna talk about the sacrifices
Girl,
that we
please.
that we take that we take. I didn't make many sacrifices. I
Mhm.
don't make sacrifices because if I'm in a relationship because I like you. I'm making sacrifices because, hey, dude, I really loved you. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sacrifices because of the love that's there, not because I
Mhm.
care. Because Karen ain't getting it. Karen ain't enough. Hey, it's a start. Don't get me wrong. It's a start.
Right.
God
You
damn
got to
it.
start from
It's
somewhere.
Karen is sharing. It's a start. But love I got to really love you to make a sacrifice. And
But
and
a lot of us make sacrifices without even understanding the situation at hand, whether it's your
mm,
partnership, your family situation. A lot of us don't even realize it yet. It takes a minute. Um, the one thing that
amen.
caught my eye about this topic today was. about the most thing that's going on right now on the internet with all these women that are with men that are married or having babies by them and things like this and having a relationship. Only thing I'm gonna say about that without saying too much is it is not a piece of paper. And sometimes, because of what we just said, people stick into situations or partnerships or marriages just be in it just because to say they got that person. Hold on to them. And you know about using them kids against people. Don't you know that, right?
Oh yeah.
They'll use a
Oh
baby
yeah.
against you quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yep. And what some women have to realize is they say, well, you having babies by these guys, and you think that that guy's gonna really now, I'm having this baby, he really gonna love me. No, ma'am.
Hmm.
As a matter of fact, that's gonna make his ass run like never before. You
Like, run, Forrest,
right?
run.
You talking about Gump, girl? He is gone. He
Who is
might
that?
come back.
What that
Hmm,
say? Somebody
I
said
can't.
something. I can't read it. Let's see.
Let me see. Well, let me see if I can tap in.
It says
Uh,
something about the red
it
flag
can
can
be on
be
both
on both
sides
sides.
in
You
a
better say it.
situation. Absolutely. And that's true. We're not,
Who
I'm
said
not,
that?
this is not a male or female. The red flags could be absolutely on both sides. But what do we do when we get those red flags?
Who is that said great show, ladies?
Oh,
I can't.
okay. Willie,
Who is?
Willie Buford.
Oh, okay. Hey, Willie Buford, that's one of our podcasters. All right. Hey, brother in Podcasting Network. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, and I think it needs to be talked about because we got to be do love really love you. Let's not fall for the okie doke or the wooden nickels and
That was you.
and all of that. And I think about that for our younger generations. I see, I look at these young girls and how that you might fall hard for these young guys
Yeah,
and not understanding between having sex with these young men or these young men having sex with these young girls and knowing the difference between caring and loving someone.
that
And I
is it.
think in
That's
these
it.
girls, they feelings getting hurt, I seen on the internet that this one girl got killed herself. She jumped off the bridge.
Ooh.
It was somewhere close to here. She
Mm,
jumped off the bridge off of a breakup. And that was
ooh.
one of the things that caught my attention about this topic here. It was on the internet. She had jumped off the bridge and she had been called. They said she called his phone 68 times and
Oh my God.
he didn't pick up. They had broken up and she could not handle the breakup because the girl was truly in love with him.
You know what? She
Now,
probably couldn't handle the breakup because of what they went through. And that's the one thing that on both sides, just like Willie said, on both sides, the red flags. So on both sides of these red flags, they didn't neither one of them had a chance to heal or get through it without moving on. And that can hurt somebody. That's what people don't understand. You hurt people when you just abruptly leave them for somebody else.
yeah,
You have to be able to break it off and cut it off and let it be because y'all can still be friends past the relationship. That's another story. We should have had that as a showcase too. Friends past the relationship. Because sometimes you can't be friends with a person
mm-mm,
based on what they do.
yeah. And now based off what they do and how the breakup went and then how much you really love this person. Some
Hmm.
people can't handle the friendship.
Right.
And then then sometimes it's like you taking a person backwards. Like if you didn't went through the friendship and now you're your boyfriend, girlfriend, and now you're engaged and this, that, now you want to go back to being friends.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Well, I don't know if you can do that with a lot of people. You got to be really mature and mentally ready for that because you got to be ready to see that other person with another person that you once called your person. So you have to
Hmm.
be mentally ready for that. But as you stated earlier, if y'all out there, chime in with us, 248-820-5053. Get in on that chat line. And if the link is up, chime in with us. Let us see your face, what you want to say today. I want to give a shout out to James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, George F. Grundy II, and Larry Lott. And we also want to say shout out to MUA Jock. Shop with her for all your beauty needs at www.shopmakeupismylife.com. And I want to say this to all of y'all, to all my fellow podcasters out there. We love your shows. I've been tuning in. Today is the kickoff for the week, y'all. Let's show each other some love. This is what we do. We support one another. And Stephanie came up with this topic today, and it's a really good topic because people running from this situation and dying from this situation. Man,
Dying.
I can only imagine what that lady was thinking to do something like that.
Oh, she was so beautiful. She was only 19.
Oh, she didn't
She
even live her life.
she was only 19-year old, and it was probably her first time falling in love, and not being guided through, and
Yeah.
not probably opening up to her mom or a sister or a cousin or
Hmm.
auntie or somebody, or what she was really going through, thinking that she can handle that mentally. But it took such a toll, and the
Right.
rejection will ultimately just take you out, because after calling him 68 times, she literally jumped off the bridge and killed herself.
Wow. Tommy Boy said, well, first off, Gene Hodge the third, that's the third on Thursdays. He said, definitely tapped in. Tommy Boy said, what did he say? I hereby don't,
No,
it's so,
no,
I
wait a minute.
honestly don't think. Let me see if I turn. Sorry if it mess up. Okay. He said, I honestly don't think that is the case, red flags. The issue is the madness of one's desires of choosing to look past the warning to have what you want, no matter the risk. That is true. And then Gene Hodge III also said, some people can't handle the friendship. I agree. That is absolutely the hardcore facts about that.
Well,
They
let me
can't.
go back to Tommy Boy. Okay. Um, choosing to look past the warning to have what you want to, no matter what the risks are. Sometimes we don't realize what the risk is.
Right.
We, especially being young and not really
Hmm.
going through relationships, you don't know what's in front of you. Sometimes we don't know what the risks are. Sometimes we'll see a red flag being younger as something that, can be fixed, or he might love me or she might love me past this, and or we can work this out. Let's go there. We can work this out. And it probably was discussions about the red flags, and then the manipulation might have took a play into that. It might have manipulated her right out of the red flag. Because when you catch feelings, and especially at a younger age, you don't really know how to process those feelings past the red flags. And do they even know what a red flag is?
Exactly. That's a good point that you just made about being young and the matters of the heart. The matters of the heart are very, very touchy. My dad used to always say, if you're in love with somebody, you're the closest to death that you can ever be. Because at one point or another, it might be you want to jump off that bridge or blow your brains out, all because of love.
Yeah.
I've known a few that have actually done that, like actually took their life while they're on the phone with their loved one or the one that they wanted to love and did these things. I mean, it's sad and it hurts. And people don't realize that also affects the other person on the other end. Everybody's a victim in this situation. Everybody's a
Mhm.
victim. I didn't always know what love was or how to love somebody, but you have to go off of the discernment of what you put into the universe. If I'm going to show you that I care about you, I want you to show me that you care about me. But when you stop showing me that you care about me, then why are we doing this? Let's figure out how to end this properly. And don't be mad at me when I move to somebody else who wants to be there with me, because obviously you didn't at this time. And that's where that mind space get messed up at with most young people. And that can either be a man or a woman. Can you see what Tommy said? So what's the excuse for the mature woman that does the same thing? You know what, Tommy? I don't know what
I
the
got
excuse is
something
for
for
them.
you.
Huh? You got an
I
answer?
got an answer for that.
I don't have one. Stephanie, go for it. Give it to him. I'm
I have
waiting.
an
Where my
answer for
popcorn
that.
at?
Period, because I forgot my popcorn
I forgot
and my
my
vodka
drink.
and my gin. Okay, how about that?
Yo, gin.
I got an answer. Hey, I've been in those shoes before, and sometimes it wasn't the red flag that'll take a person out. It's what that red flag make you feel and where it put you mentally.
Okay.
It's not that you ignore the red flags. We know here that the red flag is there, but now am I taking accountability or am I taking
Mm,
blame?
mm.
Am I
Accountability. I
taking
like that.
accountability or am I taking blame? Now, if I'm looking at this hypothetically, the red flag is there, but now the red flag, the tip of it is pointing towards me. Now I'm taking blame, like, man, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Especially when your self-esteem is not high. And I can't even say it's not even self-esteem. It's about, was I the best girlfriend or wife that I could have been?
Mm-hmm.
What did I do to make this red flag pop out? Did I have something to do with that? Was I the cause of that? So you take yourself down through there mentally, just the thought of thinking about that. That doesn't make sense. It makes a whole lot of sense,
Um,
Tommy boy.
Willie said, "You can't make a human your everything, not your parents, your children, or your mate." That is true, because God is your
You
everything. If you put all
absolutely,
your
but
love and influences into our Creator, you will find more
yep.
peace within yourself. Because I've tried to love somebody more than I even love
And
myself,
that
and
happens to
that almost took
everybody,
me out. That almost
Teresa.
took me out.
That happens to everybody. And it's not because that we don't love ourselves more. It's because we choose to love on someone that didn't deserve to be loved. That's what that is. I don't know what happened to her. It sometimes we choose to love on someone that does not deserve to be loved on. And because they don't deserve to be loved on, we still make excuses to love them because of how we feel, which is not cool. It's not cool at all. But Tommy boy, it does make a lot of sense. It may not to you because of the mental state that we now may be in as mature adults, that we have been through there. We have grown and been through life traumas and dealt with a lot of stuff. But I'm talking about the grown adults that haven't been through there, that really take love serious. And if you really taking this person serious, and then you come to find out this person wasn't on the same cue that you was, and now it becomes an investment. I invested in this. Don't nobody want to take no L. Don't nobody want to take no L. Don't nobody want to take no L on no money. Don't nobody want to take no L on no betting. No, don't nobody want to take no L on nothing. And definitely don't nobody want to take no L on no love. What did you say? Due to the strong desire you choose to stay engaged, knowing it is not right. Okay. Hmm. Well, will manipulation play a part of it to make it seem as though it's right? You know, can manipulation play a part of that? Because you believe when somebody then turned that red flag back into a green flag? Can a red flag be turned into a green flag? Tell me that, Tommy, Mr. Tommy boy. Tell me that. Can a red flag be turned back or turned into a green flag? Where that flag was originally green, then the red flag came. Can that flag be turned back green? Tell me that, Mr. Tommy boy. I'm waiting for you. Bring it on. Bring it on. I don't know what happened to Terralisa. I think her phone died. I think she had to charge it up. But a lot of my thoughts really came because, strolling down the internet, I've been seeing a lot of this. And when I say a lot of it, a lot of people being girls, women, and males being murdered. And it's just, oh, it can't. You say no. You don't think so? Hmm. Okay. Well, hypothetically, let's do some hypothetical thinking here. So hypothetically, you was dealing with somebody that showed you a red flag, right? Then all of a sudden, the manipulation was turned on because they knew what the red flag was, and they knew what they may have to do to turn this back around to get that diamond ring back on. Okay, no, not at all. Listen to me. To get a diamond ring put on their hand. So for months and months and months it goes in, and they have manipulated you and then basically reeled you back in. And you for 6 months or so then believe that this person have really took a turn for a change. So you telling me nobody can change. So you telling me once a red flag is a red flag, not working on something or going through counseling or any of that. So can a red flag ever be turned around? I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe it. I think what you're saying, isn't it a red flag if you allow manipulation? Okay. If we allow the manipulation. Okay, so how do we know what manipulation is when they bring it to us? So if I'm saying to you, okay, well, I'm not going to do this anymore. I understand exactly what you're saying, boo boo. You know I love you, and this is where we getting ready to do this. We getting ready to put all our past to the past. We're not going to bring it up anymore. In 6 months, we've riding flying high with this, and you see a change in me. You see a change in me, and this is and the red. Understand, young people, they don't have the experience, but no, a red light is a red and a green light is a green. Okay, well, if that's how you, but that red light and green light changes though, don't it? That red light on that traffic light, it turns green. Once it turns green, it turns back. It can still change. I do believe some people can and have a greater good in them. And it may take some maturing, but ultimately, George Terralisa said told me to tell you, George, to bring her back in. She's trying to get back in. What? No, sounds like you have run game a few times. No, no game here. No game here. I meant what I meant and I said what I said. And I am who I am. Now, have game been ran on me? Absolutely. Game has been ran, played until the cows then came home and shit it. You understand me? Yes. The cows came home and shit it. And I no. No, it doesn't. When a green is green and when it's red is red until it change. Okay, so Tommy boy, so you telling me that, and I think it's because of your trauma and the things that you done been through, that make you feel like that. That make you feel like that. I really do, Tommy boy. I believe what you have been through really makes you feel like nobody can change. Nobody can change. Okay. Okay. But I think we all have been fooled by love before. I think a lot of us have. Not everybody, but I think a big high percentage of us have been fooled by love. And when I say fooled by love, I mean the ideal of being in love or wanting to have that love or the desire to want to be married or to the desire to have a partner to grow and exceed and excel with. And as we get older, someone to damn die with. Shit. Who wants that? And now that I realize that death is near, death is shit. Who wants to die by themselves? And what did it say? Sometimes it's a yellow too. Amen. And that is what needs to experience and recognize a red flag. You have to go yellow, yield until you know it. That's all I was trying to say. Period. That thank you so much for that. At least pause to see if this is a true red flag, or can the red flag redeem itself? Can a red flag redeem itself? Because I beg your pardon, I the truth and your little drunk people things. It was about a red flag. Yes, because a red flag, Tommy, don't be no fool when love don't love you. And yes, this got to deal with the red flags, the manipulation, and all of that. Yes, sir. It has something to do with all of that. And so don't beg my pardon. Okay. But I like what Willie Buford said. Sometimes you got to stand on yellow when you see those red flags. You got to stand 10 toes down on that yellow flag and see what the hell is really going on. And then sometimes the red flag may have came from the person that you was dealing with to come to how can I say that? So Tommy, don't get me all messed up here. Sometimes you have to stand on the yellow flag just to see what it's all about. Can somebody text or call George because he's not responding to me and I can't get back in? I'm stuck in the room.
I let her back in.
Tommy, oh, were you like Terralisa in? Show from Texas. You in, but I can't hear you, Terralisa. You can hear me? He said, I beg your ass to stop eating them weed burritos. And you know what, Tommy? I got your little damn high chair waiting for your ass too while you talking about me. But you're in, Terry, so we just can't hear you. Can you hear me? Nope, I can't hear you. Mm-mm. No. We was going good, girl. We was rolling. We was rolling. Try going back out and come back in. Mm-mm. I can't hear you, Terry Lisa. No, not at all. Okay, so we having a little bit technical difficulties, but we're gonna keep going on and Terry, so try going back out and come back in. And but we need to stand on the back to the yellow flag. I think that we need to stand on the yellow flag until we find out what's going on and why we do have a red flag, because sometimes it could be mistaken as manipulation, or a red flag could be a combination of both parties bringing on the red flags. Just because you have a red flag doesn't mean that this person is bringing that red flag to you. To every reaction or every action, there's a reaction. So sometimes I think that we should take a step back and reanalyze the situation before we move forward. But that doesn't mean you don't move forward without a caution, right? But that doesn't mean that you just say forget it altogether either, especially when you have invested. Because when I invest in something, T call in. Can I call using my phone? Yes, you should be able to. She says she back in the back room. Okay, but For the older women that keep missing the red flags, at some point we gotta stop. At some point we gotta say enough is enough. But I think the older women, we might miss out. Are you there, Terlisa? I can't hear you. Is there another phone in the house? I need you. Okay, but I'm gonna keep going. I think sometimes as we get older, we want things to work out so bad for the sake of the kids, for the sake of family, for the sake of you might have property invested. You might have so much invested in a marriage or in a relationship to a divorce or getting out of your red flag could be life changing. And sometimes a lot of us don't want to go through life changing situations, especially at a later age. Because I have no idea why I can't hear you. You can't hear me. Yup, just call into the show, Tia Lisa. Yeah. Um, so being an older person, sometimes it be financially, you might have property together, you might have younger children together that you don't want to devastate. Sometimes it could be a lot of reasons why a person stayed, even though the red flags is there. Some people can work through the red flags. I know people in relationships, the red flags is there 10 toes down. But one thing for damn sure, they work through it to be civil for the sake of not having to give up all of their life earnings and everything that they have worked for in life. Because when you get a
Or Steph, can you
Where
hear
hear
me?
me? Steph, can you hear me?
Or Steph, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, Stephanie, go.
Stephanie, go.
You gotta turn off one of your phones.
I did.
Everybody can hear and see you.
I heard you, but it was choppy.
You said you're still live. Everybody can hear and see you.